Hello, this is Alex, welcome to Boomstick Gaming, and today I'm going to be breaking down the brand new free shooter available for everyone, Warzone, which runs on the Modern Warfare engine. This brings in a gigantic new map that features two game modes to try out, being the 150 player Battle Royale and also the cash collecting heist style mode Plunder. Starting out, I want to highlight a couple of the most unique mechanics first that help differentiate Warzone from the competition, but I will be coming back around to the bare basics here in a moment. First, what really caught my surprise was the Gulag, which is an area you get thrown into when you happen to die during a Battle Royale match. This is a little arena fighting pit where you get one chance to respawn yourself by duking it out one-on-one against another recently deceased player. These micro matches are quick and intimate, and if you don't manage to claim victory here, the only way for you to come back during a match is by your team spending in-game currency to bring you back.
Sort them out or capture the objective.
Now that is what happens when you die in a Battle Royale match, but over in the land of the living, when starting a brand new match, expect the fairly standard drop in from an airplane mechanic, but there are a few unique wrinkles to this. When free falling, you can choose to activate your parachute at any time and actually redeploy it as many times as you want, realism aside, and you can even shoot at enemies after you've used your parachute at least once. These little mid-air battles that let you try and damage or outright kill people before even hitting the ground is a small detail, but one that I found to add that nice little fun nuance to the standard Battle Royale drop-in system. A gas cloud will be closing in on everyone on a certain spot on the map, nothing too different here, but equipable gas masks can be found and looted, which do lessen the damage taken while outside the circle. Like you would expect, varying quality gear can be found all over the map and in specialty chests, which give off a slight auditory indication which might help you in locating where they're at. Anything that is not directly equipable, like ammo, armor plates, or cash, can be gathered by simply running over them, which is a nice change of pace to not have to take the time to grab every single item in sight. Everyone has 3 available armor charges on top of their main health, and since there is no tiered armor you can loot and equip, it's all about trying to have your base armor topped off whenever possible by using the armor plate items. Since armor does provide some protection obviously, when firing on enemies a small indicator and auditory cue will show when you're hitting their armor, when it's broken, and when you're hitting their primary HP.
Gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
When you see your own screen start to crack blue around the edges, that means your own armor has just broken and you should probably find cover immediately. There are also collectible items that can be found called field upgrades, which can give you either an active perk or deployable items, which add just a little bit more depth to the combat. Warzone opts to not bog down the pace of the game by requiring you to find and equip attachments for your guns, and instead focuses on pre-outfitted weapons of varying variety. This makes the legendary drops all the more rewarding, since it's impossible to trick out your own makeshift arsenal. There is also a good in-game ping system that allows you to call out locations or items for your teammates, and a simple double press of the button will indicate enemy locations as well. You can also confirm or deny these pings with a press of the same button while aiming at it, which all allow for streamlined communications without voice comms. The inventory menu is also really simple, allowing you to drop or request ammo, armor, or cash from your teammates. Overall, there is not a whole lot new to the core shooter mechanics if you played last year's Modern Warfare, but the tweaks to how all the carnage plays out on this big map is the prime difference here. There are optional side quest style contracts spread around the Battle Royale and Plunder map, which also have a specific area of effect sound to them, as well as being shown on your minimap. These might require you to kill a certain player or capture a location on the map. These give you little side objectives to go and do to try and earn better gear and some more cash upon completion. Cash can be used at buy stations to purchase armor packs, self-revive kits, kill streaks, or loadout drops, which are your only way of accessing your standard Call of Duty custom builds, which you will manage outside of matches. When you call one of these in, it will show up for everyone on the map, which adds some risk for being able to run your preferred loadout. All this cash you'll be earning is also a huge importance in the Plunder game mode, where the primary objective is to collect and extract as much money as you possibly can. This mode is timed, which allows for respawning and also lets you have your custom loadouts, since it's less about scavenging gear and all about playing for cash. This cash can be collected in a few ways, simply by scavenging, completing contracts, or by killing other players. There are two primary ways to extract your cash for a bonus, one of which is by using small balloons to carry it off to safety if you manage to find them, but the primary way is by extracting it via helicopter, indicated by the little piggy banks on your map. Once this is initiated, you'll have to hold out until the helicopter arrives, which adds a nice tense element to this mechanic. You could always try playing passively and gather as much cash as you can by looting the map or completing contracts, or you could play like a bounty hunter style player who poaches hotspot locations, or you could just focus on tracking down those high value other players. At the end of the match time limit in Plunder, there is not necessarily one team declared the winner, it's all just about how much cash you could acquire. This directly correlates to how much match XP you get at the end, and if you're really good at this mode, this could be a very fast way to level up. Plunder is a somewhat more relaxed but chaotic game mode where everybody wins to an extent, but it is really good practice to familiarize yourself with the big map and the core combat. That is all I had for you today, and that should give you the general idea of what to expect from Warzone. If you happen to enjoy my style of informative gaming content that focuses on game mechanics and systems, consider subscribing to Boomstick Gaming for more, ringing that little bell icon if you already are, and you can also find me on Twitter at BoomstickAlex. Lastly, a special mention to these top supporting YouTube members and patrons who help to keep this individually owned and operated channel functioning. As always, this has been Alex from Boomstick Gaming, and thanks for watching.